Theun Power Company to support the conservation of the Asian elephant and the restoration of the Chinese Swamp Cypress. Theun is at a transitional period of the company, aiming to empower Lao local authorities to continue to build on achievements until the end of the concession in 2035. The Theun Power Company on May 31st signed an agreement with the Department of Forestry, Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry, on the initiative, which will be funded by the company under its Voluntary Corporate Social Responsibility, or CSR program. The agreement was signed by the Director General of the Department of Forestry, Mr. Susad Sanyakuman, and the Chief Executive Officer of the Theun Power Company, Mr. Marc-Antoine Roux. Up to $250,000 will be spent over 5 years on the conservation of endangered species in the Theun project area, with a focus on the Asian elephant and the Chinese Swamp Cypress. Theun is at a transitional period of the company, aiming to empower local authorities to continue to build on achievements until the end of the concession in 2035. The Department of Forestry would be responsible for the implementation of the project for a period of 5 years, from 2023 to 2027, with a total budget of $250,000. The contract may be extended for an additional period until the end of 2035. The Asian Elephant Conservation Program was initiated by the company in 2014. Activities consist of the study of the wild elephant population in the Theun project area, and the replenishment of mineral licks to ensure sufficient nutrition for the animals in cooperation with the Wildlife Conservation Society and the Nagai District Agriculture and Forestry Office. The Chinese Swamp Cypress is a rare tree species found only in Laos, Vietnam, and China. It has been classified as endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. In Laos, only 593 trees have been recorded in the Nagai Plateau. Initial efforts consist of developing methodology and techniques to germinate seedlings in cooperation with international experts, with the aim of rehabilitating the swamp cypress in the Nagai Theun National Park. So far, 100 young trees have been planted and are growing in the natural habitat under close monitoring.
Theun is a reference in Laopedia and also in the world. And we have in our core priorities not only I would say the business aspect, which is to generate safe and reliable and cheap electricity, but in the same time also we have the environmental and the social aspect in our core priority. So that's why we have implemented since the beginning of the project an ENS program.
Mr. Marc-Antoine Roux said that Theun Power Company, since 2005, Theun has funded over a dozen social and environmental programs at a cost of over $170 million. Although most of the obligations of the concession agreement have already been met and even exceeded, environment and social aspects continue to be our core priority. We want, through this voluntary funding, to raise awareness of the importance of biodiversity conservation and support the transition phase with the Lao government.